On Friday, I live streamed my first impressions of Rock of Ages 3, and my first impressions are really that I wasn't that impressed. This is my second tower defence game I've ever played, behind last week's live stream Orcs Must Die 3, but this game just didn't have the capacity to keep me interested, to keep me involved. However, I've had a couple of hours, a whole day in fact, to think about it. I've come up with a few ideas. The first thing that Orcs Must Die, Rock of Ages 3 must get right is to get rid of the tower defence game. Rock of Ages 3 isn't just a tower defence game. It's got plenty of games like this one, where I'm racing through an obstacle course, and others where I'm on a time trial, and those are a lot more engaging for me. I'm not a tower defence player, I'm more of a racer. Although, as my F2 challenge videos prove, I'm not very good at racing either. I feel that if there were more racing elements in Rock of Ages 3, it would be a lot more appealing to people like me and indeed other people. Second thing I've got to say isn't necessarily an argument against Rock of Ages 3, but more an argument against Stadia and the way consoles are going in general. I remember having a Nintendo Wii and there being a game, or being several games, that involved balance and tilting controlling. Of course, the most famous one was Wii Fit with a balance board, but there were plenty of others. I think one of them was Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. I honestly can't remember. If someone does know, correct me in the comments below. And what made those games so innovative and so fun was that you weren't just using the joystick. I was trying to control the ball with one joystick and control the camera with the other, but the ball would only roll depending on where the camera was. So if I kept the joystick moving the ball forward and swung the camera around, the ball would actually turn 180 degrees despite the fact I hadn't moved the ball joystick. Now, Stadia hasn't got a gyro in the controller, and this is because a lot of game developers didn't want a gyro in the controller. And the reason for that is because gyros in controllers haven't been that widely accepted. But games like this, I feel, would really benefit from that. You'd be able to have a lot more control over the ball if the camera was positioned in the same position, just behind the ball, and you could tilt the controller. Overall, I thought Rock of Ages 3 was a decent game, but it's not one that I'll be revisiting too often and too soon. I did go back into it earlier today to record some gameplay for this. Enjoy that. I hope you did. I did actually enjoy recording the gameplay. There were a few moments where I did smile. But if it takes someone 40 minutes or so to get into a game, I honestly think in today's society you've lost that. You've lost that gamer. Gamers today want instant satisfaction. That's part of what Stadia is about. If you're trying to understand the game, then you're losing that enjoyment for me. I just like to be able to get into a game, understand what I'm doing, and go straight. Or, as I proved in this game, go around corners or knock into objects like that very, very clumsily, but still have a good chance of winning. Anyway, that was my first impressions of Rock of Ages 3. Hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, subscribe, follow, share, and get involved with everything else I've got going on. Thanks very much for watching.